Hello viewers, welcome to a brand new video of IIMT Open House. So today we have with us Professor Prithwiraj Das, who is of teaching, training, customer service, retailing and investment banking. He has done his MBA, MA in mass communication, MCOM and awaiting to be awarded his PhD award in the area of marketing. He is founder of Saksham Yuva, an organization transforming lives of students and workforce by providing mentoring, career counseling, and various certified courses. They also provide assistance for book publication and research article publication as well. Professor Prithwiraj strongly believes in learning by doing and visualization approach for the learners. He has held and mentored more than 10,000 students and workforce. He has 4 books and 51 research papers published so far. So, sir, I welcome you to our YouTube channel IIMT Open House. It's a great honor and privilege to have you here. Sir, I think today as a faculty and as a student of a PhD student and our students will learn a lot from you about the area of marketing. Sir, welcome. So how are you doing, sir?
Thank you very much for the introduction, sir. I really appreciate the effort that you are taking in creating an ecosystem where viewers and students could hear and realize certain potentials within them, which is not taught within the classrooms. Thank you for creating a platform, and thank you for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Sir, can you just go give a brief about the books that you have published? So the 3 books about the area of marketing that is on high demand.
Sure, I'll definitely do that. Thank you for inviting me to have a quick chat with all of you, and probably through some set of students and listeners. Yes, let me be first getting started with that I am a teacher, and when I connect with the students, I realize that there are certain gaps that textbooks doesn't help them in understanding certain concepts. And that is the reason why, while teaching those subjects, I had developed 6 altogether books in the areas of marketing and entrepreneurship and business strategy. So the books, all the 6 books are giving you a solution to the problem. What is the problem? The problem is invariably before the examination, I end up understanding the students that irrespective of the books available in the library, they end up getting a scanner or a assortment of question bank that would help them to pass the exam. Okay. Realizing the fact that that is probably okay in terms of they passing the exam, but the depth of the knowledge is not building. So keeping that thing in mind, I thought of getting started with book publication. And the first book that I thought of doing is a reference book for MBA students, which is in the area of marketing. And this book is talking about the basic selected concepts of marketing, where the students need not go through the entire book, but the selected important topics, keeping university syllabus in mind. And that is not the only thing, but it is also about 100 important questions, keeping in mind exams point of view. So if they go through this book, they would realize and understand the important concepts and questions for the examination, and it would relatively make their job easier. This book is targeted and focused towards the MBA students who are having marketing as a specialization, or in general marketing subject for the first year MBA students.
Okay.
Moving forward, this book talks about management and event management to be precise, for the undergraduate students, this book is also about how the important topics are to be realized and understood by the students, which will give them the ease of revision along with important questions that would help them to make themselves exam ready. This book is focused for undergraduate students and keeping in mind the university syllabus so that they need not fear about whether any topics they have left while preparing. All the topics are prepared, discussed here with illustrations and surprise quizzes.
Okay.
Interesting quizzes are also part of this book. I normally think of making things interesting for the students, and that is the reason why this is required for students to realize the fact that this book would help them to realize that learning can also be fun. So quiz would add to that element. Moving forward, third book, which is again directed towards MBA students, and this is about business strategy. And when I'm talking about business dynamics and strategy, this book helps the students in understanding the different business strategies happen worldwide and the dynamics that it has over different corporates. And the caselets and the case studies are part of this book. This also comes with selected topics and quizzes to make the learning fun and interesting. Moving forward, we go to the next one, which is a compilation of 50 case studies, which talks about different companies, different problems, all in one compiled book, which is a sneak peek towards the problems and their solution and the approach that has been taken by, in order to solve those problems, what are the challenges faced by those companies. So this 50 academic paper compilation in this book gives the students and the community a very concentrated approach of understanding issues in management.
Okay.
Moving forward, the compilation of caselets, which creates 25 and 20. In this book, you will find 20 caselets where things are explained in such a way that it is not a tough thing to understand, but it is a mere stories for the students to realize that management is not out of them. They are part of the management, and what they feel and the approach that they take is going to solve a problem. If today it is solving for them, tomorrow it is going to solve for the organization. Last but no way the least, Saksham Josh, which is about another 25 caselets where handpicked relevant companies and their issues have been discussed, and the solutions, what the companies have taken, have been given. And it is a brainstorming attempt to capture all those important aspects in this compiled book for the students to read and understand.
So I am definitely sure that these books will be definitely helping the students to know about the area of marketing and how they can improve themselves in the area of marketing. So by seeing this, I got to see that Saksham. So what is Saksham? What is how Saksham came into the picture, and how Saksham is conceptualized, and what type of work does Saksham do? Can you brief us to it, sir?
Right. Saksham is about a belief. Saksham is about an attitude. Saksham is about helping students and the community. Saksham is about actions and not about only thinking. So when we talk about Saksham, one aspect of Saksham takes care of conducting workshops, value-added activities, making students experience learning and knowledge, not by listening, but by doing. And for that, I'm not talking about doing workshop in the institutes or schools who could do it, but Saksham targets to those schools and organizations, colleges, where things are challenging and difficult. And many a times what we have found that the opportunities were limited. And that's where Saksham pitches in, where on behalf of those colleges and institutes, Saksham do it. The team of Saksham goes there, understands the requirement, and they do it with whatever minimum commercials or no commercials involved.
Okay.
It is about a passion which is related to education. And for my belief, education should not get commercialized. And that is the reason why Saksham took birth. The other aspect of Saksham, which is Saksham finishing school. When I'm talking about finishing school, we realize the fact that nowadays schools and colleges are having dynamic timetables and schedules and routines. Apart from conventional classroom sessions, they want to provide different opportunities to their students to learn various things. And when the students are interested to learn many things, it boils down to the colleges and the schools to collaborate with partners who can conduct particular workshop sessions in their school or college premises. So Saksham finishing schools come in that picture. So what they do, Saksham finishing school is an established organization where it provides a proctored way of offering learning and knowledge by dance classes, singing classes, taekwondo classes,
Right.
guitar classes, piano classes, public speaking classes, painting classes, and based upon the requirement of schools and colleges, we conduct these focused workshops in their campuses, or we do it in our place. Saksham finishing schools targets to those students who are in school, who are doing n number of things in schools, probably due to paucity of time and the parents' difficulty. Saksham finishing schools caters to those students which has the facility of picking up the students from their home during evening time, offering them these courses in Saksham finishing school and dropping them back to their home so that the parents are absolutely tension-free. And when any schools wants to get collaborated with us, we go to their schools and we conduct sessions. And as far as the government schools and colleges, We do it as a passion of ours with least or minimum commercials, and we do it out of our passion and the interest towards education. That's about Saksham and Saksham Finishing Schools for all of you.
That's really great to know, sir, that you are transforming life of students by using various methods, like you are teaching them music, you are teaching them taekwondo, and they are going to learn, or they are going to find a different career path as well. So, sir, as we have seen that you are awaiting your PhD degree in the area of marketing. So, what would you suggest that to the students, sir, how marketing can be a professional career for them, and how they can prosper in their career?
That's an interesting question. And while I have been researching about marketing for the last 4 to 5 years because of my thesis, what I realized is a subject will always be a subject. But in order to make that subject reachable, experiential, and fun, that brings the life out of that subject. And that is when the subject gets related to the student. It might be a very easy way to tell that marketing is easy relatively to finance or an HR. But let me tell you, what apparently looked like it is easy, it is not. When we are thinking about how to place a product, how to make sure that the customers would be interested about the product, when we are talking to the students that when a product is getting introduced in the market, it grows up to the next level of growth, then mature in the market, and then it comes down and end. What happens to the product after its decline? Probably the understanding of product rejuvenation, when additional features, revamp of the same product is happening, and the same product with added features comes back to the market, and again the product life cycle comes. This becomes an entire story which might interest more students. And for my belief and understanding, whichever domain students wants to take up as their professional career, there would be certain percentage of marketing they need to know or they need to do. So for that, a basic understanding of marketing is essential. And for that, they need support, mentoring, and guidance. And I'm sure most of the colleges have realized that aspect, and they have been doing the same. So understanding the subject through hand-holding, mentoring, and guidance is essential for a subject like marketing. And invariably, the students who have interest in marketing and who doesn't have interest in marketing need to know a fact that irrespective of their choices, they need to have a basic understanding of marketing. Schools, colleges, and universities are slowly getting aware of this aspect, and focus centers have been made in this different establishment so that they can sensitize their students community. And let me tell you, the student communities are getting benefited because more and more students are getting comfortable towards marketing as a domain and professional specialization as far as their career is concerned.
Right, sir. Sir, one more personal question that I'm curious to ask. Sir, as we are seeing, technology is also advancing. So how does technology have an impact in the area of marketing? Your take. It's completely your take, sir.
Right. I would like to add to your question is whether technology is going to show the route path for marketing in the future.
Okay.
What we have seen in traditional way, marketing have been the networking and knowing your customers and making them aware of your product. But now, when we are talking about a product, the geographies have increased in such a way that we need to have a tool in order to reach out to those customers who want or probably would be interested for our product. So keeping that context in mind, the role of IT, technology comes in. And that's how technology-enabled companies focusing on product and services are getting popular. Let's not talk about whether they are making fantastic profit or they are breaking even. What are the challenges they are facing, and whether the technology-enabled marketing is the future. My take, in the future, it is going to be technology-enabled marketing. Having said that, understanding your customers, their preference and taste, these basic things remains unaltered.
Okay, so thank you, sir, so much, sir. Thank you so much for giving your precious time to us and interacting with us and letting us know about Saksham, your books and your take on marketing, how it has evolved, how it is going to be evolved. So thank you so much for taking out time for us and having a wonderful conversation with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for inviting, and it was a pleasure sharing some experience with you and to your listener. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Namaste, sir.